Yo, what up, what up? This is your boy King Series straight from Busy Home Beat. And today's video I'm going to show you how I mix these vocals. Yeah, this is just a remix of Jackie's song, yes, Jackie's song Something. And I just write a rap verse for it, and I want to show you how I mix it together with the beat, yeah. And I'm just doing a refix of it. So without wasting my time, let's just listen to the raw vocals. After that, I'll activate the plugins which I used, and after that, yes, I just go through the process for you guys. Okay. And after that, I just go through the process for you guys. So without wasting my time, let's listen to the raw vocals without the beat, and after that we'll listen to it with the beat, because I will tell you something there. Okay, so without the beat.
Pretty girl, I would damn a comma so baco at the end of the my yamin to mint not farco. What is a bo punuma ya can a boy be bad reagia down.
And with the beat, raw vocals, no effect on it with the beat.
Pretty girl, I would damn a comma so baco at the end of the my yamin to mint not farco. What is a bo punuma ya can a boy be bad reagia down.
Okay, so now vocals with effect and everything on it. Now this is how it sounds after mixing.
Pretty girl, I would damn a comma so baco at the end of the my yamin to mint not farco. What is a bo punuma ya can a boy be bad reagia down.
Okay, so what I wanted to tell you in the first place is whenever you are recording vocals, so that you can get a clean mix and everything, make sure your recording sound okay and good. And the next thing is your input gain. Yes, your input gain, the level at which your vocals is coming into the DAW matters too. Yes, sometimes you can record at a very low wave like this. Let's say your waveform might be low like this. With this one, you wouldn't get some kind of energy in your vocals. Yes, you might be shouting and rapping at a very hard way, or singing at a very high note, or yes, you know what I'm talking about. But still, because your input gain is not too much, your waveform is going to be something small like this, and no matter how you raise your gain on your compressor or your limiter or anything, you wouldn't still get the energy that you want, the thick vocals and everything in it. So just try as much as possible to make sure that your input gain, whenever you are recording, your input gain on your sound card, you've set it to a correct position. Yes, when I say correct position, make sure that you are not clipping at the red. But when you get some, whenever you are recording, and I'm using Focusrite, so that's why I'm saying you are not clipping at the red. Make sure whenever you are recording, if you look at the Cubase side here, hey, if I shout, you can see that I'm hitting at the yellow side. Yes, make sure at least you are hitting at the yellow side. If you are going too much, yes, yeah, but you shouldn't hit at red. So if you hit at the yellow side, it's okay for a recording. Yes, so that's the first step there. If you are getting a good recording there, because without the effect, you can hear that everything sounds good and nice, right?
Pretty girl, I would damn a comma so baco.
Yes, it's not actually too low, like something like this,
At the end of the
whereby the beat will be overshadowing it. You get it? So make sure your input gain and everything is set correctly. Yes, and whenever you are recording, you shouldn't be clipping at red bar. Whenever your vocals hit at yellow, yes, the yellow signal there, it's okay. Green or yellow, it's okay, but it shouldn't be down green too much. Yes, okay. So the next thing is, after getting this kind of good input gain and a whole lot of things, the next thing is, what I did here was put my effect on this, and that's what I'm doing here, the C1 gate. If you have been following me, and today's tutorial, you can see that I'm putting everything straight on the channel. Yes, straight on the channel, because it's a cover. I didn't actually create a group for it too, and I'm not recording too much vocals or anything, backing or anything, just the lead vocal. That's the rap straight ahead, and I have to mix it to, straight ahead. I didn't put, so my CPU is not disturbing me. Yes, because I'm not having too much of plugins and everything here. So the first one is my C1 gate, which is blocking the background noises. Yes, so this is the settings for the C1 gate. Yes, if I mute it at this side, you can't hear anything.
Say you would there.
So at where nothing is there, you can't hear anything. That's what the C1 gate is actually doing for me. And the next thing is my EQ, just to catch some frequencies in it. So with the EQ on it, this is how it sounds.
Pretty girl, I would damn a comma so baco at the end of the my yamin to mint not farco.
And without the EQ,
Pretty girl, I would damn a comma so baco at the end of the my yamin to mint not farco. What is a bo punuma ya can a boy be bad reagia down.
Yeah, so you can see that it has got some of the low ends out of there, and these ones are some frequencies which I didn't like it was just popping into my ears like something. So how to cut them out. So it depends on how your vocals or any kind of artist you are recording right now vocal sound, you get it. So the EQ is used to just boost some frequencies that are sweet and okay for us to hear more, and also cut out some frequencies which are not sounding okay for us. Yes, that's the work of the EQ. So that's what I use it for now. And the compressor, the work of the compressor is, to help us make sure that the waveform which is not actually coming up well, the ones which are not actually sounding great, as in volume level, the dynamic range of the vocals, the low ends, we want to make sure that it is matching with the high ones. You get it? The place where the vocals sounded really loud, you're supposed to make sure that it is sounding great with it. So if you're using the compressor and you're actually not getting some of them, then you have to make sure you come inside and make sure you cut them, and make sure you try to volume up with that. Some people too will use automation, yes, volume automation to do that. So it depends on what you actually want. But for this, I actually just used the compressor and I was okay with it. So with the compressor on it, this is how it sounds, and without it too, I will just play it for you. So with the compressor on it, this is what we're having.
Pretty girl, I would my kuma so bako at the end of me when you to meet not fako. What is a
and without the compressor, this is it.
Pretty girl, I would my kuma so bako at the end of me when you to meet not fako. What is a me boop numa ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Pretty girl, I would my kuma so bako at the end of me when you to meet not fako. What is a me boop numa ya can a boy be bad.
You can hear this part. This kind of part was really down.
A boy be bad.
So with a compressor and then listen to how it will sound.
Yeah, you
can see that the volume level was somehow okay and things. So when you are putting the compressor on it, that's what you are actually listening to. Some part of the vocals aren't playing louder than the others. You get it? That's what you're supposed to listen to. You just don't have to put it on it and just be controlling the knob just like that. Know that this is what I'm using the compressor for. The dynamic range, the lowest part of the vocals and the highest part of the vocals must actually have an even volume. Yes, they must meet at a certain point. Even not at 100% perfect, then sometimes 90 or 80%. Yes, you get what I'm talking about. So know what you are using the compressor for. So the next thing is the de-esser. The sibilances in it, there isn't too much of sibilances in it, so actually didn't do too much of the de-essing on it. So it's just negative 37. So if you listen together with it, the de-esser on it, this is what we are having. What is it? And without the de-esser, listen to how it will sound. So it's not too much of it on it. So I just have to make sure I use it. I don't have to use it too much. Yes. So the CC isn't too much, so I don't have to use the de-esser too much. And the next thing I did again was the compressor again. Yes, after the de-essing, I felt like the vocal isn't actually okay with me with the beat. Yes, so I have to put another compressor on it just to match up together with the beat, with the volume level and everything. So so I heard that the beat was somehow louder than the vocals a bit. So the compressor was to make sure that I bring out some of the gains, and as I'm bringing some of the gains up, then I have to make sure I'm still compressing it to make sure I'm getting some, the vocals should sit on top of the beat for me using the compressor. So without the compressor, you see how it sounds. And now with this compressor on it, this is how it sounds. So with this, you can hear that the vocals, it has actually come out to meet up with the beat a little bit. Not too much. It sounds okay, and you can hear whatever I'm saying now. So that one matters the most. It depends on whatever you really want. If you want the vocals to actually stand out too much and not the beat, it depends. I really wanted to hear the beat and also the vocals, and they're supposed to work together. That's what I want. So, and there's the settings on the compressor. This compressor, I brought the attack down to 10.5 and the release to 79.8, and the threshold settings, this is my ratio. Then I brought the gain up so that my vocals could actually work with the beat as well as I'm compressing too. Yes, so the next thing is the reverb, and this time around I didn't create an FX scene. So if you check this, what I have here is the doubler, and I will tell you what it is doing. So I just put the reverb straight on it, and this is the reverb that I'm using. So this is the settings. If you want me to do a tutorial on the reverb, just comment down there and I'll actually show you more. So what I'm actually doing is I'm cutting some of the damping over here, and if you want me to, I will explain the damping and everything to you. If you want me to do a tutorial on the reverb, comment down there and like the video. Also subscribe to this channel, and your time will never be wasted, I guess. So and the next thing is, after making sure that I treat the damping. So if you listen to the reverb without the beat and everything, now the reverb, I brought the wet up here. So this is what we are having now. So you can see that it is really playing inside. So I use this EQ to cut the low ends, and I brought my pre-delay around 40.0 and my time around 2.20, and I'm using the reverb type plate. So I have to adjust it together with the beat here. So if I bring it down, you could hear how it sounds. Because I set the damping together, that's how you are hearing it to be clean. Yes, so listen. Pretty girl, I what am I come so back at the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. What is a bo punuma, ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Yeah, so there's the settings. I want to check. Yes, I put it around 20, and it sound okay for me. So with the beat, now this is what I having. Girl, I what am I come so back at the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. What is a bo punuma, ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Pretty girl, I what am I come so back at the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. What is a bo punuma, ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Yeah, so if you are listening to it on studio monitors or studio headset, you could actually see it really well. Yes, so there is the settings for my reverb, and I just put it straight on it, and this is how it sounds. So the next thing was the delay, and I'm using the stock plugin here, ping pong delay. I'm not using the any external delay, because the delay that I really love to use the most, I don't know, when I put it on, it give me some noise. That's why I'm not using it again. So I'm using the stock plugin. Yes, at most all my mixes, this is what I've been using for now. So ping pong delay, this is the settings: 1/4, my feedback 20, then I cut the lows and the highs a little bit, then my mix around 10.0. So with the delay on it, this is how it sound. You can hear the delay now. Yes, and then last thing I did was the doubler, just to get some stereo effect on it. So that one I created an FX scene, and I just wanted to control the amount of stereo effect I'm giving to this vocal, so that it will sound stereo, not in mono way. Because if you look at the track, everything on it is mono. Yeah, so it's actually being in the middle for me. So I just wanted to have it both sides, the left and right of the speakers, whenever you are enjoying it. Yes. So what I did is the direct, I muted it so that I can have the everything playing at the left and right side. And I used this EQ to cut the low ends and make sure I boosted the highest a little bit. So that's the only thing I'm doing on this. And there's the amount that I'm using it, I'm sending to the vocals. So with and without the doubler. Together, what am I come so back at the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. What is a bo punuma, ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Pretty girl, what am I come so back at the end of me, my yamin. Yes, it's just a subtle change, a small kind of changes that you can hear. You can't really hear it much, because if I bring it way up like this, you can hear it. Together, what am I come so back at the. Oh, sorry, it's not activated. Okay. At the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. You hear it now. And it is bringing the volume to up. So if I just bring it down, this is what we have. At the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. What is a bo punuma, ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Yeah, so I just wanted to have a stereo like that. So that's that. So if you listen to everything now, this is what we are having. Pretty girl, what am I come so back at the end of me, my yamin to mint not far. What is a bo punuma, ya can a boy be bad reagia down. Okay, so that's that. If you really want to listen to it, I've shot a freestyle video on it. I have the link to my music channel there, so you just can click on it and go and watch everything, and you'll be blessed. I thank you for watching and everything. So please subscribe to support your boy, like, and also comment to this video. I guess your time was never wasted. Yes, so I'm out.